What if I told you the season 3 trailer for Strange New Worlds just quietly confirmed who lives, who might fall in love, and who could be punching their way through a very familiar face from Star Trek's past? In just under 2 minutes, we've been given a warp speed glimpse into Gorn infested missions, romantic surprises, weird wormholes, and what looks suspiciously like Klingon zombies. But blink and you'll miss the connections, not just to last season, but to the original series and beyond. In this video, I'm going frame by frame through the brand new Season 3 trailer released just yesterday, digging out every hidden detail, reference and reveal, including a callback to one of the most controversial Star Trek characters of the 1960s. And if you caught that diamond-shaped structure, you and I might be thinking the exact same thing. Let's break it all down together. Now, if you're anything like me, you've probably already watched this trailer several times on loop. And yet, there's still that itch, that need to slow it down, rewind and ask, wait, did I just see what I think I saw? I've been following Strange New Worlds closely since day one, and especially after the explosive Season 2 finale, I knew the first proper trailer for Season 3 would drop some serious clues. In fact, just last week, I put together a full breakdown of the newly released Season 3 episode titles, and they hinted at some pretty bold creative swings. If you haven't seen that one yet, I'll put the link in above here, and it'll give you a solid foundation for what we're about to get into here. But today's about visuals, frames, edits, textures, subtle looks between characters, because these trailers are crafted to tease us, not just with what's coming, but how it might hit us emotionally. And you better believe this one did just that. So whether you're looking to confirm what you think you saw or find something completely new, we're about to break it all down, moment by moment, shot by shot. And let's start by acknowledging this is the second full trailer we've had for Strange New World Season 3, not counting the teaser we had 10 months ago. Now, if you haven't seen my breakdown of that earlier trailer, I'd recommend checking it out. It laid the groundwork for a lot of what's being paid off here. Now, before we dive in, let's watch the new trailer again together. Hey there, Stu from the future here, popping in quickly whilst doing the editing. I had hoped to include the trailer here, but YouTube are flagging it as problematic to include, which is fair enough. I've therefore put a link to it in the description and in a pinned comment as well. So if you want to just pause this video, go watch it, then come back for the detailed breakdown, that's fantastic. That's all from me for now, so back to me. All right, now let's get into it. The tone of this trailer is undeniably optimistic, matching Strange New Worlds' signature balance of adventure, humour and high-stakes drama. Number one's opening voiceover sets the tone, a motivational, team-affirming message, and that carries right through the cut. It opens with quick shots of the main cast, but one of the first standouts is Captain Pike with Marie Battelle. Remember, she was infected with Gorn eggs at the end of last season and placed in stasis. Yet here she is, alive and seemingly well. Either she survives the infection or she's making the most of her final days. Then we see Uhura dancing, and who's she with? Turns out it's Ortegas's brother. And if that name sounds familiar, it should. We saw this same party scene in the first teaser with Ortegas nearby in what looked like dress uniform. Is this Star Trek's next onboard romance? The trailer certainly teases new romances later, and this could be one of them. Cut to Una and Pike, where Una asks if it's a hit-it situation. Pike responds, it's whatever kind of adventure we want it to be. Now, judging by that, this could be from the holodeck episode previewed in the earlier trailer. Next up, a couple of beautiful flybys of the Enterprise, followed by a blink and you'll miss it moment, Una and Dr. Mbenga sparring. Is it training or bonding? Either way, we're seeing a physical, action-capable version of both characters. A few quick cuts accompany number one's speech about the crew being fine. Here we again see Marie Battelle at what looks like the captain's dinner. Same outfit as earlier, so likely it's the same episode. Spock's indeed is intercut, but that line's clearly pulled from the 4.5 Vulcans teaser, not part of Una's speech. Then we get our first hint of the action to come. A Klingon D7 cruiser, possibly, it's not confirmed, in orbit, followed by Pike and Mbenga inside a building looking up at an approaching Klingon raider. This could link directly to the Shuttle to Camphori episode, which I suspect involves the Klingon zombies. And indeed, we see what looks like a zombified Klingon, followed by the whip-wielding Klingon from the previous trailer. A few abstract shots next, diamond structures above the islands, visually striking, and to me, they actually seem like a callback to Leviathan in Hellraiser 2, but that might just be my brain free associating. We cut to Chief Engineer Pelia speaking about evil, and Pike and Marie hold hands before what appears to be a portal. There are shadowy figures in the background, and the design looks consistent with the floating diamond shapes. Two phaser beams lock onto the portal. Later, I suspect we see the same scene from space. Celebratory moment next. The crew, some of whom are in civvies, some people in uniform, are applauding. The edit suggests this is about Lieutenant Kirk, possibly getting a promotion. We see him touching the captain's chair and Pike giving him some captainly advice. But Kirk still has lieutenant stripes, so he's not captain yet. The scene also suggests he's taking emergency command, which is in keeping with Starfleet protocol. On-screen text says new romances, which could tie back to Uhura and Ortega's brother. And this is followed by Spock, Mbenga and Nurse Chapel. Chapel's in her Vulcan attire from that earlier teaser we mentioned. And as they hold their goggles and brace for an explosion in sickbay. Now, whether this explosion is a failure or intentional isn't clear, but it gave me big echoes from the episode Those Old Scientists, when Boimler and Spock experiment to create matter. We see a happy scene again as Ortega stands between Uhura and her brother, followed by a shot of the pair sharing a drink. Then things escalate fast. Space battle shots clearly featuring the Gorn ships. We see Sam Kirk with a phaser rifle, possibly on a Gorn ship. Could this be part of the rescue mission from episode 1 of season 3? We then see what appears to be 2 Constitution-class ships flying in formation and firing. This visual style matches the portal shot from earlier, suggesting it's the same scene. A brief flash shows what looks to me very much like a red wormhole opening with a ship emerging. Its configuration is unclear at this point. Pike and Battelle stand side by side in uniform with background decor matching the earlier portal shots, likely just a reverse angle from what we saw earlier. Then a mysterious space structure opens rotatingly, or is it breaking apart? And we quickly cut to Battelle and Pike sparring, then La'an drawing a phaser in what looks like the armory, possibly a training exercise, and then an explosion catches what appears to be the zombie Klingons as Pike and Mbenga dive for cover. Pelia playfully shoves Pike, followed by a striking moment. Spock punches a man played by Cillian O'Sullivan. Now, we know O'Sullivan plays Dr. Roger Korby, a key TOS figure from the episode What a Little Girl's Made Of. He was once engaged to Christine Chapel, and his story explores identity and android duplication. This adds major weight to his inclusion here. We see a serious landing party. Ortegas's brother is present, and is that Korby in the background? And then we hit a rapid montage. Spock performs a mind meld. The console is operated. The Enterprise destroys what appears to be an asteroid near a destroyed Starfleet ship. Number one runs down a corridor. Spock and La'an dance. She's in a glamorous gown and he dips her dramatically. Finally, the Enterprise rams into a structure. Cut to Scotty and Pellier. Scotty talking about risking everything, followed by more fast cuts. A giant fire button besides retro TOS style jelly bean buttons that really made me smile. Possibly this is from a Space Adventure Hour episode. We see another console operation. Looks like a transporter to me. A device looks like a USB stick being inserted. Pike responding to Scotty, although possibly stitched together from different scenes, and Mitchell and Ortega smiling. The wormhole again. Now clearly it is a shuttle exiting it. The trailer cuts to the Strange New Worlds logo, drawing it towards a close, and then we get a moment of humour. Spock is teaching Patton Oswalt's Vulcan how to high five. Now, we've seen this Vulcan before, wearing a lei and carrying flowers. That was in the previous trailer. Is he romancing a human, perhaps? Spock might be teaching him about humanity through humour. Final shot. Pike laughing back in his quarters. That's definitely stitched from a different section. But light-hearted and very separate from the rest. So there you have it, a fast-paced, emotional, action-packed trailer that somehow manages to tease romance, danger, comedy, and mythology all at once. And yes, it gave us Klingons, Gorn, zombies, and even Dr. Roger Korby, which is no small feat in just 2 minutes. Strange New Worlds has made a name for itself by taking bold swings, genre shifts, crossovers, musical episodes, and Season 3 looks set to push that even further. Whether it's the potential holodeck chaos, romantic entanglements, or high-stakes portal missions, there's something brewing here, and it could reshape the crew as we know it. Now, if you've spotted something that I've missed, or if you've got theories about what's going on with those diamond structures, or Batel's fate, or who gets promoted, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your take on this. And of course, if this breakdown has scratched your Trek itch, make sure to give it a like, share it around, and subscribe for more deep dives, episode reviews, and Trek trivia right here on Hailing Frequencies. Let's boldly go together, one frame at a time.